Welcome back to another episode, guys. It's your gracious host Hima from Money Yoda. Today we're gonna look at Metaverse, aka former Facebook. I'm gonna do two videos, so this is the first part. In the first part, I'm gonna talk about the charts, and we're gonna look into the technical analysis, whether it's a good time to buy, whether you should wait, and etc. And then the second part, I'm gonna do like a whole another video on fundamentals. Facebook as a company, whether it's a good investment in the long term or not, whether you should consider buying it or not. And this video is only for entertainment and educational purposes only. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into the charts. Right, so I'm on the daily chart. As you guys can see, daily over here. The software that I'm using is tradingview.com. Facebook actually came down by I think about 20%, yeah, roughly about 18% after the whistleblower came out, and she said all sorts of things about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, and people actually kind of lost this faith on Facebook. So we were at 382, now we came to about $309, now we are at 326. Now the question is whether you should buy this stock or not and trade it or hold it long term. So I'll talk about the trader's perspective first, and then we'll talk about the long-term game. Long-term game is basically, I think I'll be talking about in the second video. It's more about fundamentals, analytics, and etc. As for a short-term hold, buy and sell, look, right now would be a good time to buy into this, all right, because we kind of at a level where, to me, it looks like, if you draw this trend line, we kind of touch this trend line 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So we are kind of following this trend line, and right now would be a good time to buy because it's at a low time. I think Facebook, if the metaverse thing actually kicks in, we'll see something that similar to Tesla. Facebook will take off and will stop somewhere around $400-500. Compared to Tesla, the thing that I like about Facebook is it's kind of on its reach, and it didn't have that many money flowing in after COVID because it's Facebook, but they make money too. They make really good money compared to other companies in the tech sector. They're definitely on the top 5 companies that make a lot of money. So I think $300 right now, the price is kind of justified. So if you want to enter the stock right now for a buy and sell strategy, and then you should like enter right now and then maybe sell. You could sell over here at around 20%. I'm pretty sure it will go past the $500 mark in the coming days. So 500 would be a really good exit point. So being said that, my personal thing about Facebook is I don't really like, it's like a good evil side of a thing. You need it, but at the same time Facebook is, what they're doing is actually kind of wrong to a certain degree, and I hope they fix their mistakes in the future moving forward, because that will definitely decide their fate in the future as a big tech company. But look at this chart, guys. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So if you're getting at this point, maybe exit, but always have a stop loss. Always have a stop loss, because it's important to have a stop loss. Because I don't know what will happen. There could be another whistleblower coming out tomorrow and saying this and that, yada yada yada, about Facebook, and this could go down. So maybe have a stop loss at around 10%, maybe this all-time high, this previous high, or go a bit lower depending on your threshold. Everyone has a psychological threshold when it comes to stop losses, like how much can you afford to lose. I think this level 15-20%, as you can see, if the stock comes down further, if something were to happen, I do not think it will come down from here. I think it will go up, but if it's to come down, this area, this whole previous consolidation area, to me looks like a great support zone. but if it does come over here, then that will create a head and shoulders pattern, so that's also problematic. So be very careful with Facebook. So have a 20% or a 15% stop loss and then get in, and of course exit around previous all-time high or 500. That's what I would do if I got in. But of course honestly, the entire tech sector to me is a bit overvalued right now, but they've had a really good run since the COVID. They're the companies that made most of the money, like Amazon, Google, Tesla specifically. So that's what I think about Facebook on the charts. It kind of looks good, but always prepare for the worst case scenario, so have a stop loss. As for long-term hold, I'll be talking about in my part 2 video, where I'll do a whole another video on metaverse and Facebook. But the charts look good, they look alright. So if you want to jump in and have a small trade, to me it looks okay. To me it looks okay. So I'll see you guys in another video. Until then, happy trading.